All right, guys, here it is, the 2022 KTM 500 EXC 6 Days Edition. I always love what KTM does with these special editions, whether it's the 6 days, whether it's the Erzberg. They just always pop. They always do something cool with the colors, and this year was no exception to that at all. This is definitely a cool one-off scheme. It's not something I would want to see every year, but every once in a while, yes, I absolutely love it. Yeah, so these 6 days editions are always fantastic eye candy for sure, but the best news is they're actually functionally different from a stock 500. So this got all the updates the regular 500 does, but it comes with some upgrades and some stuff that most guys that ride or race will find useful anyway. So let's go over what a few of those are. Firstly, the skid plate. You'll hear a lot of people mention how the stock KTMs don't come with skid plates. This one does. KTM branded. Now this skid plate protects the engine and the frame rails, which brings us on to the next point. It's got an orange frame. If you don't like the black frame, if you like the orange frame, well, here you go. Now's your chance to get one. Braking. So the rear rotor is a solid. That does better in mud and off-road conditions. The front rotor is a floating rotor. Speaking of the front rotor, you got your axle puller here, orange, anodized, looks good. Makes it easier to pull that front wheel off super quick. The seat, super nice popping royal blue with orange pleats on the back with some gripper material on them, if you can see that. Looks pretty sweet. Obviously the bold 6 days graphics. Orange triple clamps. Love those. Guys, you already know my opinion on the 500. I think it's the ultimate performance dual sport available today. This bike is so cool because you can, if you know what you're doing, you can ride some gnarly single track on this bike with the correct setup. Or with the correct setup, this bike can take you around the world. And you know, all it takes is some different bolt-ons depending on what you want to do with it. So definitely the most ultimate performance dual sport on the market. And if you want one that looks cool, it's just a little different than everybody else's, then this one is for you. All right, guys, let's start it up. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me over here on the channel. This is your spot for new bike models, everything moto and off-road. If you're interested in this bike or any other bike, you need to email sales@aomc.mx. They can get you hooked up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.